Hi, my name is Michael Villanueva. I'm an artist, and this is Una Plática. One of my aunts, Aunt Thelma, who I dearly loved, who had an artistic mind, artistic heart, saw that in me about 28, 29 years ago and suggested that I start doing shows. Well, she saw in me something that I didn't, and I started since then to participate in art shows around the city. And I've grown different in my first artworks, pieces of artwork, and pretty much I keep it cultural, and then I throw in a little bit of rock and roll, things like that. I've been creating my artwork. I started in 1997, just doing things for myself at home, and then shortly after that, getting into shows. Born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas, actually down the street from where we're interviewing right now. So basically, west side of town, which a lot of my artwork is derived from. The people, the artists, fellow artists, everybody who participates in the art. And I've seen Aztlan grow since I started joining in their art shows. So yes, definitely art here in San Antonio is awesome. I would have to say that was one of my late uncles, Uncle Bob Hahn. He was just a great man, great guy, took time to talk to you. Him and my Aunt Thelma who inspired me to do the art. I would hope that as people look at my artwork, that it is something different, something not seen, and just that they walk away from it with a feeling that I have that they can connect to that piece of art that I did. Inspiration is God-given, straight up. Every morning I get up, for some reason I've stayed up in the middle of the night thinking how I could create something. I have this and that I can start doing, and that's the first thing I do in the morning. Absolutely important, because it brings out people like myself who don't realize that they are artistic, that they do have that gift to give to other people. Have faith in what you do, and take your time in what you do. And don't worry about any critics or what anybody thinks. Just go out there and do it. The first box that I'm about to show was an inspiration from the neighborhood that I used to live in. I was raised in this area in Zarzamora Street, and the colors were basically the colors of the houses in the area. The porch scene, which you will see, has a lot of plants, just a lot of colors in it. It's supposed to replicate my grandmother's house and the neighboring houses that I grew up in. I do a lot of those. Those were my very first ones that I sold, and they were called Casitas del Barrio. And that explains what that type of art is about. The second piece that you're about to see is basically something that I just started doing. I catered to mostly guys, fellas, you know, the hot rod, rock and roll artwork. And I thought I would use these cigar boxes for the ladies' touch, I guess you could say, with flowers and just the colors in itself. I love the cigar box color itself and how it makes everything pop. So I wanted to be sure that it was something that would catch the eye of the female, or perhaps the guy looking to buy a female something. But again, you don't see this too often, and this is the reason why I did it. The last one that you'll see is basically a rustic box. Therefore, I thought it would be nice to have a rustic background with a little fence out in the country, the not blue bonnets, but the sunflowers just growing all around it. I kept the box to a minimal to keep its beauty, and that is why that box looks the way it turned out.